On the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. A give for Henderson running to the right. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long. They'll try the left side with Henderson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. In motion, Hill. On fourth down, Hunter. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there, a big play on fourth down. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. Now it's Hines. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Nyheim Hines. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Daniel Carlson is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Wilson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to Lawrence Leisure. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score of Dolphins 7, Jets nothing.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because
that's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite in.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Nyheim Hines. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
Create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Patterson now for the extra point. And this will be good. Off the right upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Lawrence Cager, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are back within a score. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive because you know they have this play in their back pocket. waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Another run with Sanders.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, Hunter. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return and now run through the air.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability.
It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards.
1st and goal, Miami.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Hines. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Play action. It's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 32 on the play.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Now Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. From the gun on third down, Wilson steps away to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Come on, set.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Lawrence Cager, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. This is Hines. This time, good ball security and a good result. First and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, back to Henderson. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Again, it's Henderson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Henderson will try and run for the first. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The slot man in motion right. On fourth down, Hunter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And
And the Jets are going to get the football back. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on fourth down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on fourth down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
That's good for the Jets.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Off play action. Hunter. And going deep for Hill.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw. Hunter. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the set.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, Hunter. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They run with Hines. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Let's go.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 66 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing now is Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now here's a high-pressure moment for Brian Johnson. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Johnson's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hines. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Ready. You're out. Ready.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they?